it's Vember, and welcome to another speed build. First off, I want to give a shout out to all my brand new subscribers who decided, gave me the time of day, went on ahead and checked me out, saw a couple of my videos, and decided to reach me, who decided to help me and subscribe and reach my goal of 50 subscribers. So last time I checked, I was at 51, I think. Yeah, I was at 51 subscribers, and then I checked a little while ago again, and it turned out that I have 53. So yay! Thank you guys so very, very much. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you guys liked what you saw. You plan to stick around. When I first started this channel, I didn't think I was gonna get very far. I was pretty surprised that I got, like, I think I started for a couple months, and I got I want to say about 20 subs, and then before I knew it, I hit 30, and then I hit 40, and now I'm at 50. So I'm thinking my end goal this year is probably going to be 100. If I get more, that'll be even more awesome. But I'm just shooting for something low, really. I'm not really trying to be one of those mega, I have a million subs, blah blah blah. Like, to be honest, it's not something I'm doing and I'm trying to get paid for. I'm just doing it because it's fun. I like engaging with the Sims community and seeing what other people are building, and I'm hoping to be in more collabs. I have a few that I actually have to finish filming that should be coming out in the next couple of days, and I'm pretty excited for. So anyway, enough about all that. Again, thank you guys so much. Hopefully y'all stick around, like I said, and y'all have fun and enjoy more of the videos that I plan to put out. So here we are. Like I said, it's a speed build, if you couldn't tell already. Something that I do all the time, or for the most part. I am trying to broaden my content a little bit, but we'll see what happens. So this is my first time using terrain tools ever. When they first came out for The Sims 4, I know there were a lot of people who were so, and I mean so, excited about having them. I was really on the fence about it, just because if you look at the maps of The Sims 4, it's really flat. So I felt like having a bunch of houses with terrain tools, added to it, or using terrain tools to build them, they would look kind of awkward and maybe a little weird. But, I've been watching a lot of other people, because I do have a lot of people that I sub to on YouTube and that I also watch on Twitch that do use terrain tools, and I mean, they make it look so easy. So I was really kind of nervous about using them. This is my first build ever of, like, on The Sims 4 of using terrain tools. When they were in The Sims 3, I rarely ever used them at all, really. So I was like, well, you know what, I'll give it a shot and see what happens. And of course, this house was built here. So I gave it a name. I named it Cinnamon Wood, just because well, if you look at it, the house is actually in Brindleton Bay. It's in one of those 30 by 20 lots. I think it's a Dash Hound one, if I'm not mistaken, where it's kind of hard to build in, just because there's a lot of trees and it's kind of cut off from everywhere else. But I feel like that would be the best place to use terrain tools and to put this layout the way I wanted to do it. So basically, I pictured this house being somewhere that was like in a wooded area, kind of off the beaten path, but not too far off. Someone who would have a lot of land or whatever. So for this, like I said, for this build, I did make a family for it. So I'll go ahead and give you a little, tidbits about them and whatnot, or more info about them, so you would understand the style of the house. So this house is a three bedroom, two bathroom home. On the outside, as you can tell when I was decorating it, that it's a really dark wood, really cabin-ish looking, which I felt fit just fine when it came to, all the trees out there in the, I wouldn't say they're in the wilderness, but they have a good sized plot of land and whatnot. But inside, I knew that I couldn't do that I needed to do something to make it a little brighten up, because I'm sure nobody wants to live in a house that's just dark outside and dark inside. So inside, it is very modern-like. There's lots of whites, lots of grays, lots of blacks. It looks more sleek-ish, but it still has, like, the white. I guess, like, I use a lot of white wood and, like, stone to still make it more, like, I guess, homey, and not totally, like, hardcore, what would you call, like, modern. So for the people that live in this house, it's a family. It's a single mom and her twin boys. Her name is Kaylin Braun. She was, an only child. She was raised up. Her dad was in the military. Her mother was a surgeon. So she was left home a lot. And she's someone who is very serious, who was very serious about her studies. She had a lot of career goals in mind. She wanted to go to college. She wanted to get a good job. She just wanted to, moved to the city, excuse me. So she ended up, once she graduated high school and everything, she took out to San Myshuno, and that's where she was working at. She is in the business career. She's actually pretty high up there, so they make a pretty good amount of money. Anyway, so she was up there living the single life, kind of doing her thing. She's actually has a non-committal trait, so she's not really someone who's trying to settle down and get married. And I'm sure you're wondering, like, well, how did she end up with some kids? Well, turns out she went to one of those many company parties, had a little bit too much to drink, started getting friendly with someone. It was somebody that they had gone out a couple times, so they weren't complete strangers or anything. But they had a couple nights together, a couple poor decisions were made, and she ended up being pregnant. Her parents were pretty upset about it, but she didn't really care what they thought, 'cause she's always been somewhat of a free spirit. Like, she did listen to them and whatnot for lots of things growing up, but when she had the taste of freedom, she was just gonna do her own thing. So she thought she was just gonna have one baby, but it turned out that no, that it she ended up having a set of twins, a pair of boys. Their names are Elliot and Peyton. Um, they lived in San Myshuno up until they started going to grade school. She realized that it was getting a little cramped staying in their two-bedroom apartment, so she decided to take the boys out of the city, and she felt like it would be a lot more fun for them to be somewhere else. That was, I guess, more family oriented, not as busy as what the city is. Like, they can still go to San Myshuno, obviously, but she felt like if they lived in Brindleton Bay, it would be a lot better for the boys. So this is where they are. I've already done a lot of decorating now, as you can see. So here we are doing the master bedroom. This is obviously going to be Kaylin's room. I went on ahead and I gave her like a pretty good amount of space. I went on ahead and stuck to the whole white and grays and blacks and stuff to make it like more modern-ish. She does have like a bookshelf, a seating area, of course a dresser and stuff like that. Excuse me. And I feel like it came out really well. It came out really cute. I liked it. I also liked what I did with the living room. I thought that was really good too. Either way, it looks kind of small and slightly cluttered, but I feel like it should be big enough for the family of 3. As you see here, I'm decorating. I did realize that I put like men's shirts there, and I'm like thinking, well, Kaylin isn't gonna wear these, but you never know. She might have some company of some sort, or somebody who might have left those behind. I don't know her life, so anything is possible. When I went on ahead and did the rest of the layout of the house, like I tried to stick to, like I said, the modern color scheme that I was going for. But for the boys' rooms, obviously, I felt like it would be kind of empty and weird-ish if I kept it modern, just like their mom's room. Because I imagine, kids, they want to have a lot of color. They want to have, like, a lot of their toys and stuff like that everywhere. So I felt like that would be a lot better. Also, before we get there, it's not going to happen now, but it's not until later that I realized that I didn't add a door for the boys to actually get to their bedrooms, because there is like a little porch area that's open, as you see right there. Then of course they walk through there into like a little, I wouldn't call it a foyer. It would be like just like a small empty room-ish to get to the bathrooms in their bedrooms. Hold on, I got the cough. Excuse me. As you can tell, I am still somewhat sick. So sorry for y'all's ears. My apologies. I really wanted to get this voiceover. My past couple of builds I've been doing just music, and even though music's pretty chill and I do like watching YouTubers that do play music for their videos, I feel like it's not as intimate as like getting to know your fan base and stuff like that if you're not talking and explaining your build. So that's what I like to do. So sorry for coughing in y'all's ears. I'll probably cough a few more times until this video is done. Please bear with me. I am getting better. I'm not getting worse, I promise. It's just I haven't talked, I guess, a lot in the past couple of days. Excuse me. Anyways, I probably should edit all this coughing out, myself. Anyhow, so here we are with the kids' bedrooms here. I went on ahead and I started with, I want to say this is Peyton's room here. So I stuck with like the blue scheme. Blues, grays, browns, stuff like that in here. I thought it was really cute. So Peyton, personality-wise, the boys are pretty opposite, but there is something they have in common. They do really love playing void critters. a lot. That's something they like to play. So I went on ahead and put the machine in his room so he can play with that. Peyton is more like into sports. He's a very social butterfly, just like his mom. So he loves meeting people, talking, making friends. So he was totally excited about starting a new school. Elliot, on the other hand, is rather I want to say he's like, just like a quiet genius. Basically, he likes to tinker with electronics and stuff like that. Science is his favorite subject. He is so in love with dinosaurs, as you can tell by his room. And I gave him the colors of like green and browns and stuff like that to have there. Excuse me again. Um, their rooms are a little big, but I felt like because they were, that meant that I could add a whole bunch of other stuff. If you see, as I'm doing Elliot's room, I went on ahead and I gave him the little robot. I'm not sure he can use it. I'm pretty sure it's just for adults, but if anything, it could be like a cute decoration option for him. So, so I kind of just left it there. I do forget to put a laptop in his room because I know I already gave Peyton one, but I do add it at the end off camera. So, my bad on that. So, it is there when you guys download this house. And as always, this house is going to be up on the gallery so you guys can put it, in your own game and see if you guys, want to change anything or whatever. That's up to y'all. But hopefully, y'all like the layout and how everything came out so far. But yeah, this is their room. So I went on ahead and I finished off Elliot's. I thought it looked really cute. I think it matched him pretty well. I went to go add some curtains because that's one thing that I do tend to forget. So I had to make sure to put those in. I'm pretty sure there's a couple of bills that I put on the gallery where they actually don't have any curtains. When I used to play before I would build, I used to never put curtains, but now I feel like it's a necessity, so I need to do. So for that door situation, I get rid of the bookshelf and I go ahead and add a door from the living room because I felt like it was best just not to be going through the mom's room to get to their bedroom because that'd be kind of ridiculous. But anyway, so I went on ahead and just rearranged the living room very slightly, added the door, and that was about it. I did a once over on the house, and here we are, about to check out some screenshots so you guys can get a better detail, of the rooms. I tried to take the best shots that I could. So there's that. But anyways, again, I'm sorry for coughing in this video. Like I said, I am getting better with this sinus infection that I have. Hopefully this won't be so terrible when I go ahead and do my other videos that I need to upload in the next couple of days. So as always, if you guys enjoyed what you saw and you really, liked the video, whatnot, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Leave me as many comments as you guys like to. I really do enjoy reading them, and I always reply to all of them as soon as I get a chance to. And of course, if you're not subscribed yet, you're new to my channel, go on ahead and subscribe so you can check out my other videos. You can see all my new content that I'm going to be adding on here in the next couple of days. And as always, you guys have a great day, great night, wherever you are, and I'll catch you guys next time. All right, bye.